Dang it. 5-second rule. Hey, what is going on, guys? Thank you for clicking on the video. I told myself I would not do two things today. One, record anything. Clearly I'm failing right now. And the other is go to the gym, which I am about to fail. But I got so much email and stuff to knock out. I took my first sick day, my first full sick day from work ever today, which just saying a lot. I was just feeling terrible. Still not feeling the best, but just gotta move a little bit. As strange as it sounds, I'm kind of excited to see what the gym looks like at 7 o'clock on a Friday night.
Everything gonna be alright.
7:30 on a Friday night and the gym is this crowded. This is exactly why I come so early in the morning. But all I'm gonna do, walk on the treadmill, answer some emails, answer some of your guys' messages. I really try not to do that when I'm sitting down because I'm so sedentary as is. So I usually try to get some cardio in while I get some of my, I guess, busy work admin tasks out of the way with.
You're all in my brain. You're all in my dreams. You're all that I see. I stay at home on a Friday night, but something tells me that I'll be alright. I'll be alright.
He's one of those computer savants. He knew how to get into any system, and he always thought of himself as one of these good guys. He still does. By day, he helps the largest companies in the world find bugs, security flaws.
I stay at home on a Friday night.
Enlightened Red Velvet. They nailed this. This is good. If I can just get like 7 hours of sleep, I'll wake up feeling like a new man. I just slept until 7:30. I must be dying.
I think I'm done running.
Oh my gosh, I feel so much better after taking a shower, which I failed to do yesterday. I know that's kind of disgusting, but my life has just been crazy these last few weeks. And I do a very bad job of just sitting down and talking to the camera because I don't want to bore you guys. A lot of times I'll watch those videos and I'm like, all right, this is dragging on a little bit too long. But let me just give you a recap of the last few weeks. So last weekend was the Arnold, started on Friday, but being that I'm an accountant and it's quarter end close, I clearly could not take off work. So I busted ass. I got in super early on Friday morning at like 4 or 5 a.m. I don't even remember. I skipped the gym for the first time in months. And I got in and I got out at a decent time so I could make it to the PES dinner by like 7 o'clock in Columbus, which is about a 2-hour drive. So that was a little bit stressful in itself, trying to get all that done in a short amount of time. But got there and then had an amazing time at the expo. I mean, I always think, is it even worth it? Is it worth stressing myself out to get to these things? 100% yes, it is beyond worth it every single time. So then I left early on Sunday because I had to go back to work and get some stuff done. And then Sunday, it's really hard for me to be gone during the weekends because that is my YouTube time. That is when I record, edit, and do all of that. The stuff that you don't see. And I really start wanting to incorporate more of this into it because I think it'd be interesting for some of you to see what goes into this and kind of the sacrifices that come along with it, working a full-time job. And it's not like I'm working a 40-hour week job, guys. I mean, it's a little bit more than that. I'm very focused on my career, so to do this on top of it, it can be a little bit hectic at times, but that's all right. So Sunday, I went back to work for a little bit, but then I also had to record a video because that's when I do my eating videos that I release on Sundays at 10 a.m. And on top of that, I had to get the Arnold video edited. And usually my videos are on a week lag because they're not time sensitive, but something like that, I really wanted to have it out within 48 hours. So long story short, those next few days were very little sleep because that video took me a very long time to edit, but it was well worth it. So after all that, I was feeling a little bit anxious, and I remember that Wednesday morning I was in the gym And I was just very overwhelmed, and it's like just like all hit me at once, right? And usually I'm pretty good at controlling it, but there was just a lot of lingering stuff going on at work that was taking over my mind, and all this YouTube stuff I was still trying to get done. I was getting sick, and this is probably part of the reason, is just because my body was like, dude, slow down for like 5 seconds, please. But that next day I could not take off work even though I was a little bit sick, just because I had so much going on. And so yesterday, which is when I talked to you guys, I couldn't do it. Like I had to text my boss. I was like, I cannot come into work today. And I should have just sat around and rested. But I also have another video project that was a little bit time sensitive. It's going to be a workout with Jeff Nippard, which we're going to try to get released at the same time. I knew it was going to be a big project, so I spent 10 hours editing that yesterday when I probably should have been in bed. But it's so epic. It was absolutely worth it. And then this morning I woke up because I have another video I need to get out. And a lot of people won't tell you the details about this kind of stuff, but I've got nothing to hide from you guys. So it is going to be a sponsored video. And when you do those videos, they give you a week that you have to release it. But on top of having the video ready for that day, you have to have it to them like a week before that, because they want to approve it. So if you have something in there that they don't like, they're like, nah, dog, we're not paying you for that. And I've actually been to the point where I submitted a video and they're like, we don't like this, you need to change it. And I was like, nah, I'm good. And so I just deleted out of the video completely and just go about my day. But usually it's a pretty straightforward process. So that's what I was doing this morning. So I should have that pretty well ready to go. And now we're here where in 3 days, I'm on my way to San Francisco for work, which I'm really, really excited about. I think the sickness will be gone by then. And sometimes I just feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world. Like, how crazy is it that I have like a span of like 4 days I could be sick, like, and it wouldn't be awful, and I hit it. Like, I didn't want to be sick during the Arnold, obviously. So right in between this and going to San Francisco is when I caught it. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty blessed for that. And obviously traveling is another stressor in itself, but I have videos ready to go for when I'm going. It's been fun, guys. It's been a lot, but I've definitely enjoyed it. And obviously, this video is gonna come out late. Like, the Arnold was probably like 3 weeks ago now that when you guys are seeing this, but I tell you, I got a lot going on. So I'm gonna have my oatmeal and head to the gym. What I've been loving lately is oatmeal with this Select Cafe. Get a little bit of caffeine in there. It's like Power Oats. It's perfect for pre-workout. Life, man. Life is it's just so good. And the other part about being lucky is I have really not been sick in like 2 years. And the fact that the sickest that I've been in this long of a period of time, a lot of people would actually pray to be this sick, only this sick, you know? Yeah. My friend Troy just texted me and told me that he had a dream that I died. I don't know how to take that, but I hope that it's not foreshadowing. And I already know that some people are going to say that I should take a few more days off from the gym, but with anything that you do in life, there's going to be gray area. There's going to be things that you don't know the answer to. So how long should you take off if you're sick from the gym? I really don't know. Or even on a normal day, how many reps, how many sets should you do? What's the exact amount? Or at your job, how many hours should you really work? They're just questions that no one really knows. There's not, one definite answer. So I always err on the side of doing too much. I mean, you're going to be wrong either way. I would rather just do too much or push it a little bit too much than not enough. That's just not my philosophy. I'm not saying that's right. It's just the way I think about things. I mean, I'm not contagious. That's the one thing I was worried about, so I'm not going to get other people sick. But I feel like I could go in here and I feel okay. It was good to just break a sweat and just get a little bit in. But I think I'm going to go get some food now. And I feel like most people would go get, like, I don't know, chicken noodle soup. Or I hate soup. So I think I'm just going to get, like, I feel like it is never a bad time for sushi. And Kroger actually has pretty good sushi, especially since it's already made. Kind of on the pricey side. It's definitely not half off like most places, but it's good. I bet you if I just ate this wasabi, it would clean out my sinuses. This would be a really, really bad idea. It's been a kind of a boring video though, so. Oh my gosh. Wow. Somehow it's 4 o'clock already, so what I think I'm gonna do is just play it smart and rest up for the rest of the day. Yeah, right. Unless you guys are new here, you should already know. I don't get tired.
Don't get tired.
Which is a lie, because right now I am extremely tired, but got another video to edit. Really want to get it done before I head out, so that is what we're gonna do.
But something tells me that I'll be alright. I'll be alright. I stay at home on a Friday night.
So I decided like 2 minutes ago that I want to start a movement. And that brings me right into the sponsor of this video, Movement Watches. Just kidding, I really do like that watch though, but I want to make eating vegetables cool because I have been loving the Snapchats I've been getting from you guys when you go out to Kroger, when you buy Brussels sprouts. How cool is that? I'm actually making a positive influence on your eating habits because I'm not crying, I'm just coughing. You know, vegetables are amazing. They taste great, they make you feel good. You're supposed to eat them. Let's do that. Let's make eating vegetables cool. Can you do that? Let's comment below, I eat my vegetables. Let's see how many comments we can get. And as the old saying goes, life is like a bag of Brussels sprouts. You have the things that you kind of have to do, like vegetables. You have to eat your vegetables, right? And just like in life, it's, you know, you gotta get your gas, you gotta clean your house. The things that take up a little bit on your plate that don't necessarily excite you, but are just necessary. So then you have your sides, right? This is not to be confused with a side chick or whatever you kids call it these days. If you have one of those, you got way too much time and not enough morals. But this would almost be your actual girlfriend. Maybe you like to spend time with them, girlfriend. Or maybe it's volunteer work. Or for me, it's like working on the ebook. I'm still working on it, by the way, even though I don't talk about it a lot in the videos. But yeah, you always have a side. I tried to make mashed potatoes out of this cauliflower, but I was just too lazy to get out the blender. And then of course on your plate you have your main thing, right? Your job, your shtick, Travis the accountant, the professional bean counter. This is actually ironic because this is fake meat, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. So then you're left with something like this. And most people are good with this, you know? It's pretty full. You can still see a little bit of empty area on there. You could squeeze some stuff in there, but most people are satisfied. But for me, what I try to do is, after I had like my meat, my job down, I wanted to add more on top of that. I want to take on more responsibilities at work. So that means throwing a little bit more on top of that, maybe even a few more scoops. So by this point, almost everybody is just like, yeah, I'm good. Look at my plate. I got plenty of stuff going on. I barely have enough time to watch my favorite Netflix show. But guys, the fun does not have to stop here. And really, this comes back to perception because a lot of people would say, oh, your plate's already full. Well, you can always build up, right? You don't want to go without dessert, I guess would be the good analogy here. You don't want to lose out on the sweet thing. For me, my passion, YouTube, making videos. So why not just add it on top, right? And this is where things might get interesting. I am only doing this for a thumbnail picture. We're gonna bring this over here. Now I will make a lot of sacrifices for a thumbnail picture, but wasting a cookie, that is not one of them. Dang it, 5-second rule. But this gives me another opportunity to bring up another bad analogy. Maybe you pile your plate up too high. You got 10 cookies, one falls off. But guess what? You still piled them up and you still got 9. You know, that's not even that bad. You guys gotta give me some credit for that one. Okay, moral of this entire thing, I have been told a lot of times for many years that sometimes I just try to take on too much. Maybe I need to scale back a little bit, not to get overwhelmed. But what I would say is if someone says you have too much on your plate, just tell them that you have a big appetite. Oh my gosh, that was even more corny than my analogies. But seriously, I honestly think it's a good thing to be overwhelmed. I would personally be overwhelmed if I wasn't overwhelmed. I feel like if you're not, you might need to reevaluate what you're doing. To an extent, right? Nobody wants to be stressed out of their mind all the time, every single day. But I do think a healthy level of being overwhelmed is a good thing.
I'm gonna get what I wanted all my life.
Chocolate cookie inside of chocolate rice cakes. It's kind of hard to go wrong. But still not as good as the poverty brownie. I'm telling you, every single day I eat this guy. I love it with the cupcake. And if you didn't know, you can always save 30% using Travis at PEScience.com. You know the good thing is about talking with your hands is you get steps. I just hit 10,000 and I was just sitting here. It's pretty cool. And to end the night, I'm gonna try the cold brew enlightened coffee ice cream. I'm pretty excited about this.
But something tells me that I'll be alright. I'll be alright.
Wow. This is awesome. If you like coffee, you would love this. What did I have last night? Red Velvet. So, I don't know if it's as good as the Red Velvet. It goes the 3 that I've tried, this would be second. So red velvet, cold brew, and then third was, I think it was fudge brownie or double fudge. I still have the other flavors in there I haven't tried yet. Okay, Richard, so I'm gonna go to bed in a decent hour after I finish up a little bit more editing. Gonna wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna feel 100%, and life is just going to be good. And if you are feeling overwhelmed right now, just know that that is okay. And when you think about all the times in the past that you've been overwhelmed, I almost guarantee you that it's turned out all right. No matter how much you have to get done, it always gets done. That's what I tell myself. Without getting into too much medical history, I would say I'm very easily overwhelmed, especially at certain times. But when I kind of just sit down and look at it realistically, a lot of times it's not rational to be overwhelmed about the things that we are. It's just more emotional. So hopefully that helps you guys out. And let me know what you guys think about these types of videos. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you decided to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it. That really does help me out a lot. You made it to this point. You had to like something, right? Feel free to click on the videos to the side of me. Hang out with me a little bit longer, man. We'll have a good old time. I look forward to talking to you guys next time.